Donny football, man, that's a name coined to me a couple years ago after I got my first touchdown. A lot of my friends had already called me Donny, and seeing that Johnny football was a big name that was going on at the time, they kind of just added football to it, so I became Donny football. But you know, a lot of people around here now, they just call me Donny or Donny football, and you know, it's just, I don't know, it's weird, but you know, it's kind of cool. I got my own nickname, so I played Pee-wee football. Like, I used to get hit, so I started crying, so my mom snatched me out of it. Made me play soccer. I played soccer, loved soccer, was a beast of soccer. And then, you know, I kept begging her that if I could play football. You know, that was my love, even though I hadn't played in a long time. That was my love, that was my sport. So, you know, I kept asking her, and then finally, you know, once high school came along, she let me finally play. But you know, she kept me involved when I was a kid. It wasn't like she didn't want me to play sports. She put me in tennis, soccer, baseball, basketball, anything, you name it. I played it all. But you know, football was really my passion. She finally let me play in high school, and that's pretty much where I started. Freshman, you know, coming in, there's a lot of people, so I didn't really get a chance to play. But I was behind a lot of good people that, you know, I could watch after and kind of learn a lot of stuff from. So that was my freshman year, and then moving into my sophomore year, I actually got a chance to play a little bit, not too much though. And then going into my junior year, that was more so my breakout season. So you know, I had some stats put up, and that's when colleges actually started coming after me and starting to look and take interest in what I was doing there in Purcell-Marion back at home in Cincinnati. And then actually my junior year, you know, after that happened, I kind of got a bit of a big head and you know, started skipping class, and that's just a little bit about my story. But I ended up not being able to play my senior year. So my senior year in football, I was cut out. So I didn't play for a whole year, and then luckily Bluffton continued to keep in contact with me, so I was able to come on here. It was rough, man. I had to stay persistent. That was the biggest part, man. Just because, you know, after my junior year, you know, once colleges started, you know, hitting me up and saying, you know, oh, like I wanted to, you know, they want me to play for them. You know, it was like, okay, like obviously growing up, like you always imagine yourself playing Big Ten, ACC, SEC football, but that didn't happen. But you know, just I don't know, just that drive, that passion for the game. It was just like, look, like I gotta play whether I'm taking a year off or not. So I don't know, I think that was a big deal, a big part of it. So coming in, you know, freshman year, pretty much the same situation as high school. Coming in behind some all-stars. Boy, we had some people at receiver, and there was no chance I was going to see the field. But like I said, learning behind people who really knew the game, like I think that really helped me develop as a player and as a person. Just learning and taking after them, taking bits and pieces of everybody's game, and I think that really helped. My sophomore year, you know, all through that summer, like I made sure I worked as hard as I could to make sure that when I go on that field, like I could be the best that I could be. So, you know, I went through sophomore year, got my first touchdown. That was big for me. And then after that, my junior year came along. Worked even harder that next junior year during the summer, and I was more of a role player and got a bigger chance. And that's when my name kind of started to, you know, be a little bit more important. It was tough coming from, you know, freshman year. I had an offensive coordinator, the coach that recruited me in here, and then sophomore year we had a different offensive coordinator that was my position coach that moved up. So, and then my junior year we got another offensive coordinator. So it's been rough. So now that we finally got to my senior year, you know, I'm expecting big things, and then that coaching staff leaves completely. So you know, that was a bit hard for me, and you know, it's just about adapting. But honestly, you know, it's just something that comes to life, and I dealt with it. Me and my boys, we all dealt with it. So you know, came in and we made sure we put in the work, made sure that, you know, we as a family came first. So yeah, you know, I wanted to be an important role on the team, and people started to realize that, especially after my junior year. So you know, with me wanting to take my game to the next level, obviously it's hard to do it by yourself, but a lot of times that's what you got to do. You know, I obviously got the support of my family here on the football team, but you know, back at home, a lot of people, you know, don't even agree with what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm playing D3 football, and to a lot of people, that's not anything. So I don't get a lot of support from back home. Obviously, from a few family members, my mom always supports me and whatnot, and my aunt and everybody. But you know, like I said, a lot of it's on your own. And now that I'm, you know, playing my last game this Saturday, you know, it just from there, you know, it's just that drive that I said in the beginning. You know, it's you gotta have a want for something. And I'm gonna just do what I do, and you know, hopefully I can make the best of the opportunity. Favorite play. One of my favorite plays is my sophomore year when I got my first touchdown. You know, it was all go, and I actually broke off the route and went under and made a move, and I was able to get in the end zone. So that was a big play for me, and especially being my first touchdown, I got to tell my boys on the sideline congratulate me. So that was big for me. Favorite moment. Definitely my junior year. We were playing Franklin College. It was a big game for the team. They were number 9 in the country, so you know we gladly got to get the win off. But it was fourth quarter. Time was getting winding down, and my boy Connor Sheehan just threw a pass up, and I was able to get away with it. It hit off the defender's face mask, and I was able to catch it and run in for the touchdown. It was big for the seniors just because they had never beaten Franklin. However long, none of their 4 years, so I was glad I was able to get that for them, and that was probably the biggest moment of my career. You know, I came in here with, you know, a lot of friends. Obviously, you come here in college not knowing a lot of people. You may have a few people from your hometown, but you might not know anybody. So coming in here, you know, you find people that are a lot like you. A lot of people on the football team are a lot like you because you come here for the same reason, and I don't know, you know, you get a family sense, you know. Start to hang out with them and, you know, just go through stuff with them. So, you know, I've had some friends throughout the years here who I've stayed tight with, and some who left and they're gone. I haven't talked to in a while, but you know, I got my main core group of friends, my boys that, you know, I know are always there for me no matter what. And you know, they're really the reason I stay here, because I could have went and left anywhere else, but you know, if I would have left, it wouldn't have felt right. So, you know, I think that's the biggest part. And also, you know, you also need to put yourself around people who are always going to uplift you, and always, you know, put you up and help you succeed. So, you know, sometimes you got to cut people out, cut people off if they're not for you. So that's pretty much it. You want to stay up to date with all your news information? Go to BlufftonConnection.com.